recent fashion. Babies wearing booties. Fake.
I think about genetically altering your baby to be the exact design that you would prefer.
It's like, I don't think like being able to decide like their hair color and their height is okay or things like that, but like maybe to go in and see about like diseases, like to correct those would be good.
Personally, I don't agree with it because I am a Christian and I feel like God plans your babies to be a certain way, so altering that is kind of like altering God's overall plan.
I guess it depends on the situation. I mean, it could be good or it could be bad.
I feel like it's kind of controversial because there's like very good aspects of it, but then there's the really bad aspects. But
I feel like it would take off some of the pressure of having self-esteem issues, but there again, it might take away the individuality of people.
Nothing besides diseases. Like, I don't want my child to have that disease.
I feel like I would want to know that they wouldn't have any genetic diseases or anything that could cause problems in their future, but I wouldn't want to personalize them with specific like physical traits.
Well, like I said, it'd have to depend on what my child would be. I mean, I guess I wouldn't want him to be a bad kid.
You always have preferences about what you want your babies to be like. Like personally, I'd want a baby with blue eyes, which is kind of absurd because that's very rare, but I wouldn't want to force that, like, and design it that way. I'd want it to happen. Whatever happens, happens.
like Rod said, probably just the disease aspect of it, but not like hair color, eye color.
I agree with it because the more that you interracially like have babies, the more they aren't susceptible to certain diseases, and the better it is for a population as like in general. So I agree with that statement.
I guess by getting some diseases, everyone will be the same. And so they'll get other diseases and they'll be they'll spread quicker.
Not a good thing to have all. Because I guess wouldn't it like kind of like build up and then like everybody's like dying or something?
I feel like if that really was a possibility, that they would try to rid people of that before they were born. I don't know, like I just feel like if they're trying to make them perfect and all this stuff, they should think about that beforehand.
I feel like it could be true, but we probably don't really know for sure that that's exactly it. Probably rather not find out.
Yes, I do.
Well, it's kind of like the last statement. I mean, you'll be getting rid of bad diseases, but you'll also be getting more because more people will get them. But I guess there's good things too. Like you can take away Down syndrome.
Wow. Everybody being healthy and be able to live like a full life is worth designing them because they still gonna have a life compared to someone who will have Down syndrome and won't have a life. I think if you're gonna weigh them, I think it's worth it to actually give someone a life, but to be designed.
Possibly, but also kind of not, because there's just so many bad things that
I feel that is also a bad thing because without, like, even just look around, like, you know, all the Down syndrome kids will be gone. Like, I love them. Like, they bring a smile to my face every time I see them. So if I wasn't to see them, I think that's horrible.
Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of true and kind of not, because we really don't know that anything like that would happen.
With God's plan, and just for me personally, I don't want to mess with it. I feel like it's set in place for a specific reason, and I just wouldn't want to mess with it.
Well, socially, not everyone's going to be able to do it. I mean, the rich will do it because they have a lot of money, but those who are poor, they might need it the most because they might have bad situations, but they might not be able to do it, and a lot of the rich people might just do it to gain more social status. And then ethically, well, I guess it just depends on your views. Like, some people might think it's bad, but others might want to do it.
I don't necessarily have any problem with the ethical. People would have a problem with it, but I don't personally.
Do you believe that there'll be consequences like lower class and higher class, and kind of like they won't have the same rights, kind of like the movie Gattaca?
Everybody would be the same, so it'd be like, oh, I look like Jennifer Lawrence, and so does that person, but not exactly.
For science, you're all